morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. Before we start, I would like to make sure that everyone is comfortable so that we can have a productive day today. And my name is Nurhanis Nuha, and another mediator is Amani. We will be your co-mediators for today's virtual session. Thank you for committing to be here today. And just to clarify, has anyone met me or Amani before?
No, I haven't met either of you before.
No, I haven't met you or your co-mediator before.
No, I've not met you before as well.
No, I have not met either of you before.
Thank you. Before I proceed, I would like to have everyone introduce themselves, just so we know who's in the room and how may I address you.
Sure. Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Mustaqeem. I'm the Managing Director of Bahagia Importers India Berhad. I'm here today to present Bahagia in this mediation. You guys can call me Akim.
And I am Izzah Izzati, Counsel for Bahagia. I will be representing the legal interests of Bahagia in today's session. You can call me Izzati.
Thank you, everyone. Now let's move on to Agro.
Good morning, everyone. I am Annur Maziah, the CEO of Agro Product Limited. I'm here representing Agro, and I hope we can resolve this matter today. And you can call me Annur.
And I'm Khabitra Kobu, Counsel for Agro Products. I'll be advising and representing Agro in the legal aspects of this mediation, and you can call me Khabitra.
Thank you all for introducing yourself. It's good to have everyone clearly identified, and we appreciate your willingness to participate. We will move on ahead now.
Now that we have introduced everyone, I would like to take a moment to explain the role of myself and Miss Anis as your mediators today. As mediators, we are neutral third parties. This means we don't take sides and we are not here to make decisions or pass judgment. Our role is to facilitate the communication between Bahagia and Agro and guide you through this mediation session.
That's right. Our primary function is to help you understand the issues at hand and assist in finding common ground. We will work with both of you to clarify points of disagreement and encourage you to explore possible solutions. But it is important to note that we don't have the authority to make any decision for you guys.
Exactly. Any resolution will come from you and not from us. We are simply here to guide the discussion and ensure that the conversation remain focused and productive. You, as the parties involved, are the one who ultimately control the outcome of this mediation.
We will also ensure that both sides get the opportunity to express their views and ask questions where necessary and keep the discussion on track. If at any point during the process you feel a need for clarification, please don't hesitate to let us know. We are here to support the process and help you reach a solution. But the final decision making power rests in with you guys.
And finally, just to reinforce, our role is not to offer legal advice or impose any outcomes. We are simply here to create a safe space for open and constructive dialogue, where both of you can work towards a resolution. Great. Now we want to confirm that this mediation process is completely voluntary. You are free to step out or withdraw from the process at any time. However, we hope we can work through this constructively. Just to reconfirm, is everyone here participating voluntarily?
Yes, we are.
Yes, you are here voluntarily as well.
Excellent. Also, confidentiality is a critical aspect of this mediation. What is said here will stay here, and all the process of mediation are protected by law, and no other people other than the mediation parties have access to the information that is given during this mediation session. I believe both of you have signed the mediation confidentiality agreement.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Okay, thank you. I will remind everyone that you are all bound by that agreement.
Before we move on, I would like to inform you of a few ground rules to ensure we have a smooth and productive session. First, please make sure your phones or any electronic device are on silent mode so we can avoid any interruption during this process. And secondly, it is important to remain respectful when the other party is speaking. There should be no interruption for any sides and certainly no use of abusive language. Is everyone clear on that?
Yes, that's clear.
Yes, I understood.
Good. Now, we want to emphasize that while Ms. Anis and I will facilitate the discussion, the decision-making power lies entirely with you, the parties. We are not here to impose solution or make judgment. Our role is to guide the process and assist you in reaching an agreement, should you choose to do so. The mediation process generally follows a structured approach. First, we will have both parties give their opening statement. This allows each side to present their perspective on the situation. After that, we will summarize the key points raised by both parties. Then we will set an agenda to structure our discussion moving forward.
Alright, for the once the agenda is set, we will work through the issues one by one and to reach a mutually acceptable solution. Throughout the process, we may also decide to have a private discussion with each of you. This private session, known as caucus, will remain completely confidential. This is to explore ideas or concerns that you might not feel comfortable sharing in the joint session.
Exactly. This private session can be very useful in uncovering potential solutions or addressing any sensitive matters. However, rest assured that anything discussed in this private session will not be shared with the other party unless you give express permission to do so.
And also, remember, either you or we as mediators can call off the process at any time if it becomes unproductive or if anyone feels uncomfortable in this proceeding. But of course, we hope it doesn't come up to that.
So, to recap, we will start with your opening statement, summarize the key point, set the agenda, and then proceed to address each issue. We may use a private session if necessary, and we will aim to move towards a solution that works for both sides.
Is everyone clear on that?
Yes.
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 Now, before we move forward, it's important to confirm that both parties here have the authority to make decisions on behalf of their companies during this mediation. This includes the ability to negotiate, agree, and potentially settle any claims that arise during our discussions. So, may I ask each of you to clarify your position within your company and confirm that you have the necessary authority? Let's start with Bahagia. Mr. Akim, can you please confirm your role and whether you have the authority to make binding decisions today?
Yes, I am the managing director of Bahagia Importers Berhad, and I have full authority to negotiate and settle this matter on behalf of the company.
Thank you, Mr. Akim. And Ms. Annur, can you please confirm your position within Agro Products Limited?
Yes, I am the Chief Executive Officer of Agro Product Limited, and I am fully authorized to make decisions, including negotiations and agreeing to any settlement terms on behalf of Agro.
Excellent. Thank you both. And it is important that we confirm this upfront so that any agreement reached today can be final and binding. We are very glad that both of you are in position to make this decision.
Before we dive in, I want to check, are both parties available for the full day? Mediation can take time, and we want to ensure that everyone can remain until we hopefully reach a conclusion.
Yes, we have cleared our schedule for today.
Yes, I'm available for the whole day as well.
Okay, same goes to me as well.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. Now, we will move into the opening statements. Each side will have the opportunity to explain their perspective and outline their concern without interruptions. First, we will hear the opening statement from one party, then we will summarize. After that, we will move to the other party's opening statement and summarize their points before setting the agenda. So, who would like to go first?
We can start first if that's okay.
Ms. Khabitra, would it be acceptable for Bahagia to start?
Yes, we are okay to allowing Bahagia to start first.
Great. Go ahead, Ms. Izzati. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. So we are here today because of a dispute regarding the quality of dried dates supplied by Agro. And for many years, we as a Malaysian importer and wholesaler of food products, including dried dates, have been importing dried dates from Agro, who is an Egyptian exporter producing the dried dates. And Bahagia has been a long-standing client of Agro, and our business relationship was excellent for many years. However, over time, we received such increasing complaints from retailers about the quality of the dates that were being sold. And these complaints escalated to a point where the Ministry of Health got involved and issued a recall for the dates under the Malaysian Food Act 1983. And as a result, Bahagia had to recall approximately 109 metric tons of dates from the market and causing the substantial losses for our company. This situation not only affected our financial position but also damaged our reputation with retailers and consumers.
Therefore, we firmly believe that Agro should be held accountable for supplying dates that were not of merchantable quality. We contend that the dates were substandard, which led to the recall and the financial losses Bahagia has suffered. Consequently, we are seeking compensation for these losses, which include the cost of the recall, loss of sales, and reputational damage. Bahagia also believes that Agro owes us a net balance after set-off for the damage incurred.
Thank you, Ms. Izzati and Mr. Akim, for that statement. To summarize, Bahagia's position is that the dispute centered around the quality of the dried dates supplied by Agro. Bahagia has been a long-term customer of Agro, and the relationship was positive until complaints from retailers started regarding the quality of the dates. Eventually, these complaints led to involvement from the Ministry of Health and to recall of 109 metric tons of dates from the market. And also, Bahagia claims that these dates were not of merchantable quality and that Agro should be held responsible for the resulting financial loss. And the company is also seeking compensation for the cost of the recall, lost sale, and also reputational damage. Additionally, Bahagia believes that after accounting for the damage, Agro owes them a net balance. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, that's right.
All right, thank you. And now let's hear from Agro's perspective.
Thank you. From our perspective, we strongly dispute the claims that the dry dates were of unmerchantable quality. Agro has been exporting to numerous markets for many years, and this is the first time we have encountered such an issue with our product. We take great pride in maintaining the highest standard of quality control, and it's difficult for us to accept that our dates were substandard, especially given the positive feedback we have received from others customers.
Thus, while Bahagia has presented complaints from certain retailers, we believe that these claims are exaggerated, and we question whether the recall was solely based on the quality of the product. There may have been other external factors at play, such as market dynamics, supply chain issues, or the Ministry of Health's actions that influenced Bahagia's decision to recall the dates.
In addition to disputing the quality claims, we must point out that Agro has yet to be paid for the full amount of dates delivered to Bahagia. Agro has provided the grade upon product is in good faith. And as of now, we are owed a significant sum. As a result, we are counterclaiming for the unpaid amount for the dates that were delivered. That's all from me.
Thank you, Ms. Annur and Ms. Khabitra, for your statement. To summarize Agro's position, the company disputes the claims that the dry dates were of unmerchantable quality. Agro has been exporting to various markets for years and has not faced similar issues with their products. They assert that the complaints from Bahagia's retailers are exaggerated and believe that the recall could have been influenced by external factors beyond the quality of the dates. Furthermore, Agro counters Bahagia's claim by highlighting that they have not been paid for the dates they supply. Agro maintains that the dates were delivered in good faith and that the outstanding payment is a significant issue. Therefore, Agro is counterclaiming for the unpaid amounts for the products delivered to Bahagia. Is that right?
Yes, that
Yes, that's what they're trying to say.
Thank you both for your statement. From what we have heard so far, Bahagia is concerned with the quality of the data supplied and the financial losses resulting from the recall, while Agro is disputing these claims and is counterclaim for unpaid deliveries. Is that a fair summary of both positions?
Yes, that is correct.
yes, it is.
Now that we have heard from both sides, let's set an agenda to guide our discussion. Based on what we have heard, I propose we structure the discussion as follows. First, we will focus on the issue of the dry dates. Second, we will move on to discussing the financial losses and the recall. Finally, we will address Agro's counterclaim for the unpaid amount. Since we are conducting this mediation virtually, I will also provide the agenda in the chat box so that everyone has it in writing and can refer to it during the session. Does that sound reasonable to both parties?
Yes, that works for us. Having the agenda in the chat will be helpful.
Yes, we agree with the approach.
Yes, that's fine with us too. Sharing the agenda in the chat is a good idea.
We are in agreement as well.
Great. Thank you, guys. Now the agenda has now been shared in the chat box for easy reference. With that, we have the agenda set. Let's now discuss the first item, which is the quality of the dry dates.